The trading world is full of burnout stories. You see the highlight reels of huge profits, but you never see the mental and emotional wreckage left behind. I've been there. The constant pressure, the gut wrenching decisions, that feeling of complete exhaustion that just won't go away, even on a winning day. But I found a way to not just survive, but actually thrive. In this video, I'm not giving you vague tips. I'm pulling back the curtain on the exact daily routine I built to stay sharp, profitable, and sane in this high stakes game we call trading. This is a schedule that keeps me from being just another burnout statistic. See, most traders think success is all about finding some holy grail indicator or a secret strategy. And they're wrong. The real secret, the thing that separates the 10% who make it from the 90% who flame out, is way less glamorous, but 1,000 times more powerful. It's routine. It's the invisible architecture of success. And today I'm giving you the blueprint. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the schedule, you have to understand why this is the single most critical part of your trading career. Without a routine, you're not a trader, you're a gambler reacting to blinking lights on a screen. With a routine, you become a professional operator. Think about an airline pilot. Does a pilot with 20 years of experience just jump in the cockpit and gun it? No. Every single time, they run through a meticulous pre flight checklist. They check the fuel, the navigation, the controls. Why? Because you can't afford to get emotional or forget a critical step at 30,000 feet. Small mistakes could have catastrophic consequences. Trading is your cockpit. The market is the unpredictable sky, and your routine is a pre flight checklist that keeps you from flying blind. It's the system that grounds you when the turbulence of fear and greed try to grab the controls. It brings order to a world of pure chaos. Look, every struggling trader faces the same core issues: making emotional decisions, a lack of consistency, and that overwhelming feeling of being out of control. You revenge trade after a loss. You get greedy on a winning streak and give it all back. You feel paralyzed by indecision. Burnout isn't just about long hours, it's the mental exhaustion that comes from this constant, undisciplined fight. A routine is the direct antidote. It puts your best habits on autopilot so that even on your worst days, you have a structure to fall back on. It removes the guesswork and the emotional roller coaster. The goal is to control what you can control: your prep, your risk, your execution, and your mindset. So the market's chaos doesn't control you. Your mindset is a foundation. Without it, no strategy will save you. And with it, almost any decent strategy can work. The pre market routine. My trading day begins way before the opening bell. This is where the real battle is won. If the market is a battlefield, this pre market routine is your armor. Walking into the market unprepared is professional suicide. Every successful trader I know has one thing in common: a non negotiable pre market routine. Move, meditate, journal, relax. My alarm goes off at the same time every single day. Consistency starts right here, not at the opening bell. The first hour is about me, not the market. No phone, no emails, no charts. First, I move my body. It might be a 20-minute walk, some light stretching, or a full workout. Physical exercise isn't just for your body, it's for your brain. It gets the blood flowing, clears out the mental fog, and is proven to boost cognitive function, which is pretty critical for making decisions under pressure. It helps you find a better emotional balance. And as you know, emotions are a trader's worst enemy. Meditation or deep breathing exercises is my next routine. Taking a quick 5 to 10 minutes in silence, focusing on relaxation, is a great way to clear my mind and helps me get focused for my day ahead. Next, I spend about 15 minutes journaling to center myself. This is a crucial diagnostics check in. I write down exactly how I'm feeling about the market that day. Am I feeling fearful, confident, anxious? Getting it on paper prevents those emotions from hijacking my decisions later. I also use this time to review and plan any current swing trades I'm holding, outlining my strategy and expectations without the pressure of the live market. You want to walk into the market already grounded, not expect the market to ground you. The goal is to prepare your mind for intense focus by first understanding its current state. Market preparation. Now and only now do the screens come on. But this isn't some chaotic scramble, it's a structured, methodical process. First, I check the economic calendar. Are there any big data releases today, like inflation reports or Fed announcements? These events can inject huge volatility into the market, and you have to be aware of them. Even for a pure technical trader like myself, ignoring the news is dangerous. Second, I get the bigger picture. I look at the key indices, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. What was the sentiment overnight? Where are the major support and resistance levels for the day? This gives me a top-down view of the market's overall health and direction. Third, I build my watch list. This is not about finding 100 different stocks. It's about finding a handful of high quality opportunities. I run my pre market scanners to find the biggest gainers and losers, stocks that are outperforming the market, or stocks reacting to news. I then narrow that list down to just a few names that fit my specific trading strategy. I'm looking for quality, not quantity. Fourth, and this is the most important part, I define my game plan for each stock on my list. For every potential trade, I write down my exact entry criteria, my stop loss level, and my profit targets. I also set my daily risk limit. What's the absolute maximum I'm willing to lose today? This is non negotiable. Setting these rules before the market opens is crucial because it kills uncertainty and keeps your emotions from taking over once you're in a trade. By the time the opening bell rings, I'm not looking for a plan. I am ready to execute my plan. Now, let's talk about executing with discipline. This is where the rubber meets the road. The chaos of the live market is where most traders fall apart. But if you've done your pre market work, this part is all about calm, disciplined execution, not frantic reactions. Patience is a virtue. The first 15 to 30 minutes of the market open is often called amateur hour. It's packed with volatility, fake outs, and emotional moves. My routine forces me to be patient here. I almost never take a trade in the first 15 minutes. I let the market settle down and show its cards. I watch my watch list. Is the price action confirming my pre market plan, or is it telling me I was wrong? The market will tell you everything you need to know if you just listen. My job is to wait for the setup, the one that checks all my boxes. Sometimes the best trade you can make is no trade at all. Here's a secret that will save you from burnout. The most successful day traders don't day trade all day. They treat trading like a high intensity sport. It's a sprint, not a marathon. For example, I focus on day trading from 9:30 to 11:30 Eastern. This is usually when the volume is the highest and the best opportunities show up. Trading outside of those hours often leads to decision fatigue, a state where the quality of your choices gets worse and worse after a long session. This rule prevents overtrading and mental exhaustion. After 11:30, my focus shifts to my swing trade setups. I can look at my list, looking to see if any of them are at an entry level. Equally important are scheduled breaks. If I'm still in the game after 90 minutes, I force myself to take a break. I step away from the screens, I stretch, walk around, get some water. This is also the perfect time for a quick midday journal entry. Unlike the deep review or post market, this is a quick check in. How am I feeling? Right? Did I follow my rules on my last trade? Am I feeling tempted to chase a revenge trade? Just a few sentences can be enough to reset my mindset, catch emotional patterns in real time, and ensure I go into the next trade with a clear head. This mental reset is vital for staying sharp and preventing that glazed over feeling. It's easy to skip these breaks when things get busy, but they are absolutely non negotiable for long term survival. Let's discuss managing trades. When I'm in a trade, my plan is already set. My stop loss is in the market. My targets are defined. My only job is to manage the trade based on my rules and not my feelings. Every time you follow your rules, even on a losing trade, you've won because you've strengthened the muscle of discipline, and that is so important. One of the biggest trading account killers is the failure to take a loss. Your routine has to include an ironclad rule. You respect your stop loss. No exceptions. No moving it just a little bit further. No hoping it will magically turn around. A loss is a business expense, and your routine makes sure you treat it that way, not like a personal failure. This is what prevents the dreaded revenge trade where you try to make your money back with a bigger, sloppier trade that almost always leads to even bigger losses. Now, if you're getting some value out of this breakdown, do me a quick favor, hit that like button. It really helps my channel out. And subscribe so you don't miss future videos where we'll go even deeper on trading psychology and strategies. Now, I've got a question for you. What's the single biggest thing that makes you feel burnout? Is it overtrading, emotional decisions, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to hear about your experience. Now let's talk about the post market routine, the most important part of my day. The market is closed. For most traders, the day is over. They either slam their laptop shut to celebrate a win or fume over a loss. This is a huge mistake. For professionals, the post market routine is arguably the most important part of the entire day. This is where you turn today's events into priceless lessons for tomorrow. The first thing I do is open my trading journal. This isn't just about logging my P&L. For every single trade I took, I document everything. My entry, my exit, why I took the trade, how I was feeling during it. Was I calm and disciplined, or was I feeling scared or greedy? The mantra here is if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Your journal is where you dissect the decisions, both the good and the bad. Over time, this practice starts to reveal your patterns. You'll see things like I tend to lose money when I trade out of boredom in the afternoon, or my biggest wins happen when I patiently wait for my entry. These insights are pure gold. They're the key to refining your strategy and plugging the psychological leaks in your game. Once my journaling is done, I do a quick 20-minute prep for the next day. I review the charts of the stocks I traded and watched. I make a note of any key levels that were important today. I might spot a stock that closed strong and could be a good candidate for follow-up move tomorrow. This isn't a deep analysis. It's just a light scan to prime my brain for the next session. It makes my pre market routine in the morning that much more efficient because I already have a starting point. Let's talk about the hard shutdown. This is a most critical step for preventing burnout. The hard shutdown. What do I mean? When my post market routine is done, I am done. I close my trading platforms. I turn off the monitors. I mentally and physically disconnect from the market. No more checking quotes on my phone. No more scrolling through trading forums late into the night. The trading day is over. This boundary is essential for having any kind of work life balance and preventing the market from swallowing your entire life. Did you know there is life beyond the charts? What you do in the evening is just as important as what you do during the trading day. This is your time to recharge and decompress, making sure you come back the next day fresh and resilient. I make a point to do something physical in the evening. It could be going to the gym or taking a long walk or playing a sport. This helps burn off any stress still hanging around from the day and gets me out of that trader's hunch you get from sitting at a desk. You have a life outside of trading. This is non negotiable. Spend time with your family and friends. Get into hobbies that have nothing to do with finance or charts. Read a book. Play an instrument, learn a language. These things give you much needed mental reset and provide perspective. They remind you that your identity is not your P&L statement. Isolation is a huge factor in trader burnout. Having a strong support network is a powerful defense. And sleep is the absolute cornerstone of mental and physical well being. You should aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. To make this happen, I have a strict no screens rule for the last hour before bed. The blue light from phones and computers messes with your natural sleep cycles. Instead, I'll read a book, again, nothing to do with trading, or listen to some calming music. This lets my mind fully disengage and get ready for restorative rest, which is essential for high level thinking the next day. So, that's it, the full daily routine. It's not some flashy thing, and it's definitely not a get rich quick scheme. It's a disciplined, repeatable process designed for one thing: long term, sustainable success in the markets. It's built on three core pillars: pre market preparation, fortifying your mind and your strategy before the chaos starts. Then, disciplined execution, following your plan with patience and respecting your rules during the trading day. And last, post market reflection, turning every day, win or lose, into a lesson. The struggling trader is reactive, chaotic, and emotional. The professional trader is proactive, structured, and disciplined. Both are looking at the same charts, but the professional understands that you don't control the market, you only control yourself. This routine is the tool that gives you that control. Remember, trading is a marathon, not a sprint. The market will be there tomorrow. Your job is to make sure that you are too, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Start putting this structure in place, even just one piece at a time. And I promise you, you'll see a huge difference in your consistency, your profits, and most importantly, your sanity. In the end, the market doesn't reward the smartest trader. It rewards the most disciplined one. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you give me a like and that you are subscribed. And if you're not a part of a great trading community, I invite you to join Trendy John and I in the Trendy Trading Room at Simpler Trading. Have a great rest of your day.